Mic check. Okay, mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We're checking that out. And of course, Kevin is on the bench. We are just checking in. Yes, and I think we are wearing. I'm hoping that we are wearing the. All right. We're sorry. We're just doing a quick check of everything. Lineups are there and up, and it looks like we are good to go. It is cold here, mind you, so I apologize about last week's. All right, we're sorry. We're just doing a quick check of everything. Lineups are there and up, and we all know this. We all know this is gonna be a fun game. I'm looking forward to it. These games are always close. I apologize about last week's. Kickoff as started. Ah, crap. And I will do my best, my Mark, my Marco Silva impression. And of course, there are going to be plenty of people streaming this from the Manchester United side, but you're here with me, so I want to thank you for that. Again, it's cold here. It is very cold here. So we can already tell they're gonna. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: this is at Old Trafford. You know who they're favoring. So for everyone visiting, and as always, I always like to test out my stream. But we know you have so many options out there. Yes, we all know Bruno missed the penalty. We don't. I figured the people don't want to be talking about that, but that is what happened. And that is the story. We'll make a slight adjustment time wise. And that's a nice attempt. Bert Leno with a great save on that one. Diallo was really he got a nice kick on that. No denying that. Diallo got a nice kick on that. We gotta make a quick adjustment to the back, which I know I can do that. Casemiro, Fulham just trying to get some possession. They haven't been able to maintain it. Iwobi gets it out to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson has it in. Chukwueze in the center. Chukwueze, nice for offsides. Mm. And of course, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's gonna be all. Mm, there we go. We had to just make a quick adjustment. Yeah, they're gonna milk this. Looks like I'm a little behind. Mm, and yeah, corner. This is gonna be. I mean, this is definitely gonna be a rough 5 minutes. So let's just keep that. Cheers. Mm. Brian's taking this corner to back post and McGuire, great header, saved by Leno. Very early, but still. Okay, I got to turn it down. It's nothing against the commentators. But yeah, you know what's up. Nice break, Brian. The Brian. Okay, they're thinking there was a penalty. There is no penalty on that. He's not trying to track him down. It's a great pass. He's going for the ball. He's going for the ball. He's not trying to take the player down. No penalty. Okay. It's not. They may call this back, but we'll see. Try to get Chukwueze. Chukwueze's able to get to it. He's onside. Chukwueze try to get to Wilson in the box, but it's taken away. Okay, they were saying that Kaboom was slipping anyway, which it looks like he did. There is a touch on the ball. It does seem like he is going down, but yeah, it's a clumsy challenge. I could have seen the penalty given in there, honestly. I'm glad that it did not happen. But so far, not much to say. It's 1-0. Nobody. Mm, All right. Synced up. We are now synced up to where I am, or where we should be. Short corner from Fulham. Wilson into the box. Cuenca. Wow. Lemez, nicely done save. Anderson had a shot at it. It should have been 1-0. But the Manchester keeper does a great job kicking him out. It is onside. Gets it the back. Cuenca, the header, gets it to Anderson. Anderson gets a foot on it. And just that little bit of a touch keeps it out and keeps the score 0-0. Iwobi and Harry Wilson are both over the corner. Iwobi takes it towards the back post. Castagna, oh, a blatant push, but the refs letting him play. Manchester United gets it back. Harry Wilson kicks it out. Nicely done by Robinson. Chukwueze still maintaining possession. Chukwueze playing it with he finds Jimenez. There is a kick, a little over. Well, Chukwueze tries to get it. It's blocked. The ref not blowing any whistle. In the meantime, but people are happy. The crowd is into this one. Jimenez is just kind of jogging. I think he tried to make a meal out of it. Not gonna lie. When there's a stoppage in play again, they will probably show a replay. In the meantime, it's still 0-0. Again, these teams are. The game earlier this year was a 1-1. Fulham scored both goals, but one of them unfortunately was an own goal. Kalinka outside. No! Wow! They're going to give a penalty. Let's see how that. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, there's going to be a penalty off that last one. I don't know about that, honestly. Is going for it. Kawenka gets ball. There is a pool. Unfortunately, there is a pool. He let goes. He let goes. I think. I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. He does. He has his hand on the jersey. He lets go before it goes into the box. He's letting go. Yeah. All right. They're letting them know that they're going to the VAR. No penalty. No, the contact. No, Koenka got the ball, but it was yeah. If there was going to be a penalty, it was going to be on the hole. But Koenka had let go by the time they got into the box. And normally this would be Calvin Bassey's position, but Koenka has played very well. Header straight in, 1-0 ManU. Casemiro, no, sorry, I don't know why I did that. Nah, Fulham will be kicking themselves, but it's a good freaking header. There's nothing else I can say. Let's see who was supposed to mark. Okay, and it. I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna find it funny if it was yeah, it's Kawenka. It's Kawenka who gives this up. He jumps, but yeah, Casemiro just out jumps him. He's marked. He is marked, but he just gets out jumped. It's 1-0. And we can't and you can't even say that they don't deserve it. They definitely do. They've been the more aggressive team. It's a good header. I mean, again, no. And of course Silva gets a yellow. And the crowd is enjoying this. Yep, it's gonna be Casemiro. They're gonna give it 19th minute. Man. And I can't be mad. The goal was coming. The goal was coming. In the meantime, Castagna try to pass it to just didn't get good kick on it. He was trying to get it to Jimenez. There's a push, it's a foul by Castagna. And he kicks the ball away. That's probably gonna be a yellow. But that's it. 1-0. Casemiro, 19th minute. It's a and I'm glad Marco Silva just kind of stepped back, cooled off for a little bit. I mean, what can you say other than it's frustrating, but it is what it is. That's the tail of the tape right now. Three sh- three attempts for both teams. The thing is, Fulham's only had one with that Anderson. Good. Anthony Robinson's able to stick with the ball. There's literally three United players. No one's able to get him out. Smith Rowe was too slow getting back. Bruno into the box, but there's no one there for that. Chukwueze's trying to get onto this, but easily kicked away by Harry Maguire. And it's just, yeah, it's one-way traffic. Their play is nice and flowing. I'm not denying any of that. ManU, rough tackle by Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe will be still trying to get away, but it's all ManU. It's all ManU. Right now, Casemiro was at the top. People were going for him to shoot. Shaw out of bounds. I mean, they're doing great. I mean, they're building up. It's Silva. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Silva now. Anthony Robinson is with the throw in now. Shaw has it. We're at 24-24. Fulham right now. I'm not even saying we need to be attacking. Just hold on to the ball for a little bit just to get some confidence. Smith Rowe trying to find Chukwueze. He's onside. Rouse on the left. Oh, okay. It was a deflection. I think he was going for a cross, but mm, still deflection. It's still 1-0. Fulham just not really being able to get anything going. ManU finds Shaw on that left side. People coming into the chat, I really do appreciate it. This is Jonas Frasco with Up the Fulham. Adidas, man. Okay. Oh, okay. I will say one thing. I'm a fan of Stone Roses, so I do like the fact that they are working with Manchester United. Not so much. No, not so much Manchester United. Just the fact that the Stone Roses were mentioned. Are my are they my favorite British band? No, is they are not. But at the same time, even as a Fulham fan, I am not the biggest Clash fan. Jamiroquai is my favorite British band. Chukwueze, definitely our sympathies and condolences for the loss of his mom. He's still playing despite that. Chukwueze was trying to find Smith Rowe. That okay? Is that gonna go off? I want to say it's a throw in to ManU, and it is. Chukwueze, I think he threw off a shin guard. And I think what they're hoping, at least what Fulham is hoping, Robinson, it's that Fulham is definitely going quick attack. They're not going that going final third. Trying to find Chukwueze towards was trying to find Raul in the box. Still nothing there. They're not being able to have like a full working the third of the pitch with all of them working the pitch. So now Chukwueze, another deflection. Sanderberger with the ball. Again, I don't like saying that, but he does a great job of getting it away as a defender. Alex Iwobi. Harry Wilson got intercepted from Chukwueze outside the box. Bryant on the break, knocked out by Castagna. Crowd is there are some Fulham people in the crowd definitely saying, "Come on, Fulham." Boot. Oh, nice. Fernandez was waiting in the box. Fernandez, good run. He's onside. It's just a little bit outside his range. That easily could have been, but it was also straight at Leno. So I can't say that would have worked in that situation. We're about half an hour on this one. 1-0. Casemiro scored in the 19th. And they're showing the replay. They're showing the replay. All right, he lets go. Yeah, he's letting go before they even get into the box. And of course, they score after that free kick. Marco Silva. Yeah, I don't have a black puffer jacket, so this is gonna be the closest thing I got. Oh, an error into the box. Kalenka. The good thing, but and just with that, and Brentford's playing 0-0 right now. Fulham has dropped a place. They're now in eighth, and they are literally tied on both goal differential and points with Everton, which means they can drop to 9 if there's another goal by Manchester United. And right now, it's dealt. The corner is dealt with. Leno just getting it out. Wilson was trying to run towards the goalie. Nothing happening there. Again, 33rd minute right now. This game again at Old Trafford. Fulham hasn't won here since 2024. And we haven't talked much about the benches, but Kenny Tete is back in the lineup, so that is always good to see. Nice into the box, however. Chukwueze waiting. Chukwueze looking for Jimenez, but Jimenez doesn't get anything really on that. Now Anthony Robinson's taking on Ahmad. Ahmad smokes Robinson, but Robinson's able to kind of get back and slow it down. The United crowd really into Fernandez, trying to get a little bit fancy. Smith Rowe now has it. Chukwueze. Harry Wilson up. Harry Wilson in the middle. Raul up top. And now Fulham slowing it down. How do you know? Because Sanderberg has the ball. When Sanderberg has the ball and he's directing traffic, that's how you know they are slowing down. Anderson back to Sanderberger. Sanderberg to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe. Yeah, they've had Manchester United has had playing people. Chukwueze going into the box. Chukwueze with the cross, and it's gonna be a throw. It. But if you're thinking about who you want to put on the second half, you got Calvin Bassey, Kenny Tete on the bench, and Ryan Sessegnon for your defenders. Harrison Reed in that midfield. Everyone's been remembering that hot goal he had against Liverpool. But also, welcome to February. Maybe not a great way to start the month of love, but hey, nice kick inside. Harry Wilson They're try. Wow, Manchester United like literally sworn Harry Wilson. Still, there were easily six Man U players. You're gonna have to try to work that right side. They know that you. They know it's gonna be left. You got to work that right side. And Harry Wilson with a bump, and it's gonna be a free kick from Manchester United. No, yeah, no one's gonna take anything away from the defending. We haven't really talked about the other matches because there's only really two other matches going on right now. Nottingham Forest 1-0 on Crystal Palace. Aston Villa and Brentford also in the 35th minute. Also no score. And Schanenberger's trying to offer Fernandez a way up. Let's see if anything. Okay. No, it's not. I mean, it is. Even the crowd is. I mean, even the commentators are like, no, that's not. But yes, Michael Carrick has turned Manchester United into a like this is not the team that I watched at the beginning of the season. That much I can say honestly. But Kevin Kusei Sari are both the attackers that are on the bench. Tom Carney, Joshua King, and Harrison Reed are your midfielders on the bench. And then, of course, you have Ryan Sessegnon, Kitty Tete, Calvin Bassey, and Lecomte is, of course, the keeper. And the offside flag goes off for Manchester United. In those early games, Liverpool destroys Newcastle 4-1. Chelsea gets past West Ham 3-2. Bye bye Traore. Not the greatest debut. But at least he's not back at Wolves because Bournemouth beat Wolves 2-0. And Arsenal, well, we saw what happened with Arsenal and Leeds. I don't think you're this. I mean, you're disappointed you gave up the goal free kick. But if you're down 1-0, considering you have not the chances you've really had on goal, I don't think you're too disappointed. But at the same time, it's like literally your only yellow card. The only yellow card in this entire match comes from your coach. But what is good is Fulham is slowing down the ball. But it's just they have to find some way to work that right side and actually, seem threatening off of there because there was a pass to Jimenez. It does not get there. And just maintain possession. Smith Rowe going to Robinson, of course, left side. Chukwueze, like all that traffic in the middle left. They have to find something on that right side. Iwobi fires, but it's straight at the keeper. That was way that was skirting the ground way too much, slowed it. That needed to have some air for that to be. They had to be able to challenge the keeper. They're mentioning the game, the 2-1 game where it was Awobi and Calvin Bassey. Smith Rowe out to Chukwueze. This is they keep repeating this. Chukwueze into the box. It goes off and it's going to be a corner. Fulham really needs something off of this. It was Dallo. And if people are asking about Bob, well, Bob just signed, so there's no way he was going to be ready for this. Good. Again, working that right side. They're going to call for a high boot on Jimenez, which it was. There's nothing else I can say. It's a high boot foul. It was a good. It was a chance. And the thing is, I can't even blame Leno on this. I think he. I well, I can't. Like I said, even though I can't blame him, that doesn't mean he shouldn't have tried for it. And yeah, there is a blatant foul there, and it's going to be a card for the captain. I mean, yeah, he just grabs. I mean, it's a card. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. It's a card. It's a free kick, maybe about 30, 35 yards. Don't remind me. What was that? Like streaming. I'll see you later. No, I didn't hear anything, kiddo. Sorry. I'm gonna come out in a few minutes for halftime. Okay. Apologize about that, folks. Again, now this is Fulham is has maintained more possession and will be. Gets out to Chukwueze. Chukwueze's had to be on the right side, and it's gonna be a free kick. No, it's not gonna be a free kick. It's gonna be a goal kick. They had Bruno Fernandez playing defense there. And Fernandez looks like he fell kind of on awkwardly on his shoulder. I imagine there's gonna be probably 3, 4 minutes of stoppage time because of the VAR. Well, still losing the ball. Awobi, don't. Yeah, there's another hold, and you can really just see the frustration. All right. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what they're going to say. 3 minutes of stoppage time has been added. I'm going to check my mic, make sure that people can hear me okay. I'm going to check my mic, make sure that. Yeah, volume is there. Been thrown just nothing. Chukwueze trying to break through. Nearly got his head stepped on. Smith Rowe kicks it out, unfortunately, and it's going to be a ManU throw. I mean, it's very clear Fulham's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive, which means some people are going to have to leave the pitch. Iwobi gets past the referee. Anderson bringing it up. Again, they're trying to work up that right side a little bit more. Iwobi into the box. Smith Rowe, and it just goes out. It was he couldn't get enough to get it on frame. Oh yeah, there'll be a lot to discuss at halftime. Fernandez trying to be fancy. Opening. There were just way too many open people, but nicely Sanderberger gets it out, and it's going to be one final opportunity for ManU before the half. And the ball whistles, and finally, all right. At least they said Fulham nil for now, but man, that was um that was something. I'm not even going to say this that was a bad first half. Just it really was one really bad moment that did it for Fulham in this one. I mean, Fulham technically has two shots on target, but things that I can be honest for. Manchester United, they've been disciplined for the most part, and as messed up as it may seem, they deserve this. They absolutely deserve to be up 1-0. Fulham hasn't done enough. They just haven't done enough whatsoever. I mean, you can see six fouls, Manchester United none. One red card, technically two red cards, but sorry. We got to adjust the score. Not much else I can say. These are the remaining fixtures, including that Valentine's Day Cup tie against Stoke City. But yeah, it's not going to get any easier for Fulham. Everton, City, Stoke, and Sunderland. Oh no! I mean, yes, there needs to be some subs. There needs to be some. Yeah, there needs to be some subs at halftime. There's just no. The question becomes, who do you really have that you want to bring in? Oh, sorry, I had not updated that since the cup. Sorry, let's stick with the regular lineup for now. But you have Calvin Bassey, Tete, Sessignon. Sessignon is coming in. Let's just be honest. Sessignon's coming in. Tom Carney is coming in. I would. I could see Sess coming in just for speed, just to hold, if nothing else, to hold the ball. But the problem is, Sess plays on that left hand side with. He plays on that left hand side with Anthony Robinson. Tom Carney is great in the middle. I just right now what's been frustrating is that, and yes, this is where you gotta talk about Jimenez and Iwobi being, and maybe even Iwobi being subbed off, is that there's just nothing is being created on that right side. Everything is coming from the left side, and it's easy to see if you're a Manchester United player. You know that Chukwueze is on that left side. You know Robinson is on that left side. You know, Harry Wilson, for the most part, is working from that left side. You're looking Smith Rowe is working from that left side. You literally have Awobi and Sanderberger in the middle, and then on that right side, where there's like exactly what you're saying with Jimenez not being able to get to the ball, you have Jimenez on that right side, and that is pretty much it. And it really is, and yeah, it really is kind of a wasteful. It is pretty wasteful. Okay, Brentford. I did not know that Brentford did get one. No, I do that. Brentford did get one on them. Crystal Palace and Forest are now tied. Oh, okay. And there's a reason. Who got that? Nico Williams. Nico Williams got that red card. So Forest is playing with 10 men. And no, I mean, this is exactly, and you're exactly right. Wilson playing centrally and Jimenez on the right is just weird. It is weird, and I don't know what you do at halftime other than Silva can't. The sad thing is, like, I'm worried about Silva. Marco Silva. I'm worried about him getting another red card. I mean, yellow card. I'm not worried about Anderson. Anderson's card sucked, but I can accept that. Like that's just the way. That's just the way that goes. I can accept that. I don't. Mm, I'm really trying to think. No, Kuenka. I mean, with the exception of the yeah, with the exception of the fact that he got beat on that header, I got no issues with Kuenka. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if Bassi were to come in for him. Well, actually, no. I think Bassi, if he comes in, he's coming in for Castagna. But yeah, that's the thing. Kuenka. I'm glad he did not draw that penalty, even though it was very, very close. That was a very, very close penalty. But then just afterwards, no, Casemiro just out jumped him. He knew where the man was, but he got out jumped easily, and I really don't know what we do. Who really comes in for the second half? I know people are, we're all excited about Bob. I know there's people who are excited if we are able to get pen to paper to Ricardo Pepi, but we got to work with what we got. And right now, sadly, it's not that. It is what it is, and we've been able to make it work. So you just got to understand this isn't the team that was in August, that was there in August. And we can't take anything for granted in the second half. I really think that for this to work, we're really just gonna have to slow. We're really just gonna have to slow it down. Try to keep possession, and kind of what you're saying. Follow up after like any shot. Make sure you're following it up. Even if the keeper's able to get a hold on it, we got to follow up after every shot. There's no guarantee that there is going to be any type of deflection or whatnot, but at the same time, defensively there haven't been too many breaks, and if we can force more, one thing that was happening towards the end of the second half, the first half that I will like is the fact that we were forcing more Manchester United players to come and defend in the box. Was it crowded? Yes, but at the same time they weren't like instantly breaking on us or anything. Smith Rowe off for King. Smith Rowe off for King. Mm. Sorry, I thought I had fully did the bench yet, but I'm missing one here. There we go. All right, that's our bench right now. If I thought Kevin could work the right side, I'd say Kevin, but that's not the case. Chukwueze, I want to keep in there. Smith Rowe, yes, I want to take him out. I don't know if I want to put Josh King or if I want to put Kusei Asari. I like Josh King. I don't know if I am going. I will say this: if I'm putting Josh King, yes, I'm having him replace Smith Rowe, and Kusei Asari, I'm having him place Jimenez. I think that those will be good two good subs. But I definitely think I'm with you about Jimenez. I'm definitely with you about Jimenez. I think you put Josh King at the beginning, and if not Josh King, I think you put. Oh no, sorry, Tom Carney. I put Tom Carney in for Smith Rowe. No, no, I can't do that because Carney he's not going to go up as Smith Rowe goes up too high. Yeah, Kusei Sari. That was the thing. Kusei Sari did get in during the. It was a couple minutes during the Leeds United game, but he also got a card. He was also in the He also had some time in the Liverpool game, some time in the Forest game, and was a very late substitute. Yeah, those are the only Premier League minutes he's had so far, and that's really no more than 2 to 5 minutes. No, and he had 17. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot he had 17 minutes in the Manchester City game because he tried his best to make he. That was like his first real. That was like his first real time. Yeah, ManU's bench. They're fine. I don't want to. We know we're gonna see Joshua Surtsky. He's gonna make an appearance for them. I'm not even. That's pretty much a given. But yeah, Leconte, Bassi, Tete. I'm resting Tete. I know he's just getting back, so I'm resting Tete, and I also feel like if nothing else, Muniz, Muniz and Bob, both of them are supposed to scheduled to be back early February. So I'm hoping. Okay, this is gonna be a lot to be on the screen, but I would play Wilson centrally, Smith Rowe on the right, then King off for Jimenez, who's gonna play Smith Rowe's role. Cess for Robinson, yes. Cess for Robinson, that's a given. I like Robinson defensively, but he got burnt. He got burnt earlier. He got burnt. He got burnt earlier, and he got burnt bad. And yeah, it was. I remember now because it was Diallo who easily ran past Robinson. And I did not really, I really did not get to take a break there, but that's fine. That is fine. All right, because the second half is about to kick off. Before that happens, I'm going to take a quick stretch, get some water. Run, run, run. I was trying to get back in time, a couple seconds short. All right, we are fully caught back up. Yeah. All right, then see you after the match. Yeah, because here's the thing. I think we can pull a call. Yeah, because we're not. But I'm not gonna lie. If we give up a second one and can't make anything happen again, I don't know. This may be all that was written. Because what Manchester United is doing exactly, it's slowing it down. They know they're ahead, so they're gonna make Fulham chase after it. All right, making sure I ain't too bright. But if ManU scores early, Mabento nicely. Leno came out, did the job. Well done. But I do agree, we have been very wasteful in the first half. Yeah. Yeah, Fulham hasn't had a clean sheet in a hot minute. And now, again, working that left side. Castagna tried to get Jimenez. Iwobi. It's back out to Iwobi. Harry Wilson. Iwobi. Chipping. Chukwueze. Eh, Jimenez was there waiting. Mm. Harry Wilson. Back out. Sanderberg. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to warm up to Sanderberg a lot more than I have to admit. As I've been watching Harry Wilson, there is a foul. And Luke Shaw with the foul, and just that's Manchester City United's first foul of the entire game. That's already a better second half. Is you are forcing Manchester United to foul. Chukwueze, nice pass. He was going. He was trying to find Jimenez, but Lissandro Martinez, great stop, getting in front of that ball because that should have been 1-1. It's Harry Wilson and Jimenez over the ball for the free kick. And for Fulham, this is going to be like their first real free kick. I saw Calvin Bassey in the back warming up. I don't think you wait past the 60th minute to make substitutions. Harry Wilson, right? It was a corner and just some good pressure in the box, but it's not enough. Great, Harry Wilson. It was definitely keeper. This is where we saying get in, get in. And the person who had the best shot afterward was Sanderberg. Harry Wilson, should be corner. And yeah, of course there wasn't. Castagna was trying to find Wilson. They're saying it was a slip, no foul. It, yeah, but at the same time, we've benefited from Manchester United players slipping, or else we probably would have given up two penalties already. And we're talking, and now this is the thing we're literally talking about. They're just talking clean sheet now. Second half is kicked off. Brentford, Villa, still tied. A throw. Okay, we're working this again. Left side, Chukwueze, Awobi, trying to find Wilson in the box. Sanderberg gets it out to Robinson, Awobi. Again, who's on that right side? Who is going to make something happen from that right side? All your offense cannot be on your possession cannot be on the left. And literally you have yeah, it's Castagna. That's the ball goes back to Castagna. And now Wilson is having to come to the right side to try to make something happen. Chuck away Wilson tried to get it to Castagna. Castagna had to come back because to avoid the offside position. And we're just Smith Rowe finds Chukwueze, but it's easily intercepted. Of course, you're not going from the left side and trying to work towards the middle. And now, United on the break. Cuenca is able to slow down Brian. The crowd slightly disappointed. But we're watching how Manchester United's trying to was able to go from right to left. They were able to shift the ball from right to left. And right now, Fulham is the only team that has not scored in this window. Dello, but Robinson gets to it. Try to free up Chikwueze. Nothing happening there. Kuna. Robinson's working on him. And now Fulham trying to get the ball out of that third. Smith Rowe tried to, got to Dallo. Cunha, wow. That's how you work the right side of the pitch, okay? Oh, okay. That was. I almost want to call VAR on that because he may be offside. He may be offside, but even if he's not, that's a great goal. And again, Kawenka's the one who gets beat. That you work the right side of. That wasn't. I mean, that one wasn't just a slip. That was a Smith Rowe trying to keep possession. Harry Wilson. That's out to Castagna. Castagna. Like I said, this is where you're. This is okay. I'm slowing down my thoughts. Sanderberg, Iwobi. Okay, Iwobi needs to be subbed off. Iwobi, like, put Tom Carney where Iwobi is. Because if Fulham is going to bring one back, this would be about the time to do so. Iwobi trying to get out to Castagna. Castagna was trying to find Wilson. Anderson going back towards Robinson. Robinson is not a shooter. Sanderberg back to Iwobi. Iwobi back to Anthony Robinson. And slowly, I'm glad Fulham is having possession, but it's just, it seems. I'm going to put this one back. 16th minute. Yeah, this I'm doing my Marco impression now. 16th minute. You got it. We got to say who is on the bench now. Cuz if it's a third goal goes in, it's too late. This match may be done. Shaw. Nice interception. Nice getting it out to Smith or Jimenez. Pushed, but not nothing malicious. It's the 60th minute now. 61st. And I'm just leaving this comment up because this says everything right now. Cunha finds tried to find Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe needed to come onto the ball. Even if okay, here's my thing now. Even if you get offsides, at least you're showing that you're aggressive. You're showing that you can be threatening. Even offsides can show that at least that you're threatening. It's gonna be throwing for Fulham. Yeah. Oh, and they're gonna like no look pass too. We're now just can Fulham pull one back. Okay, the Villa goal was not taken. Okay, this is so it's 1-0 Brentford, and Brentford still winning with a red card. It was Kevin Schade got it in the 42nd minute, but Brentford scored right afterwards. So this is the also not only is it the only game where both teams, you know, right now it's the only game with two scores, and it's the only game that does not have a red card. Just throw tried to go into the box. It's it'll be a free kick and look at that Manchester City can't get sorry. I keep wanting to call Man City. That game is a few weeks later, but I think that's yeah. Casemiro grabs him, but that again, any hope? Well, Smith Rowe actually did a nice stop, just again going into trying to get into the box, drew the foul, and now Manchester United actually has a yellow card. Stranger things have happened, and now we have a free kick outside the box, and it's both Harry Wilson and Raul Jimenez over it. We know what Harry Wilson can do with the free kick. We saw the Brighton game, and it's caught. It's Koenka. It's Koenka. It's Koenka. Jorge Cuenca scored. You asked if there's hope. There is hope. We're going to make sure. Okay, hang on. No, he's on. It got. They're gonna see if this is offsides. I don't because it goes off a defender. I don't think this is offsides. I think this stays 2-1 because they're checking all sides. So unfortunately, this may come back. He's offsides there, but it is not. This could be very big for the game. So this is a life. I mean, this is pretty much a lifeline because Cuenca has not scored for Fulham. This would be his first goal. That's what we have. Yes, there is a lot riding. It does not stand. There it is. Still 2-0. Silva, just chill. And just like Josh King, now Fulham must still knowing Fulham now knowing they can get the ball into that net. Hopefully, we'll push them a little bit more. We're now in the 70th minute. They, and I just, if nothing, even if we lose this game, I almost just want Fulham to score just so I can have them just stop talking about Manchester United keeping a clean sheet. Okay, I don't know if I'm putting that. That was so. But Sessignon coming in from Robinson, that was pretty much is coming in for Emil Smith Rowe. I'll put the subs in. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about that, but I know why they're doing it. Like, I don't thank you for what it's worth. Kawinka has, and I feel bad saying this, Kawinka has been the man of the match. And it just sucks that this is maybe he's played so well and he's gonna get denied. I don't think hope is gone, but it's ticking away. Thank you. No, Jim, no, and it really was. It was because the build up a shot and it just sails over Facunta. And both goal scorers are coming off the pitch for this one. And of course, despite everything, notes. Oh my gosh, Sesko literally all that should be 3-0. That was definitely thank you Woodwork. First touch, header, left side straight to it. He gets it back, tries to head it again. It goes over the bar. But still, Man- Manchester United. I haven't wanted to say anything, but as of now, we are actually below. We are below. We've dropped down to ninth. We're below Brentford. We're below Everton, just off a goal differential. And when you know who we have, this could be a really, really rough. This could be a really, really rough February. Cuenca has been. I really do kind of feel sorry for this kid. I mean, I know he's not that young. And Cuenca's 26, but yeah, it's like if it wasn't for the two people who came on, Kevin and Ryan Sessegnon, for the longest time he was the youngest person on the pitch. But Fulham does have the ball. Kevin, but we got the corner. And Fulham has five corners in this game. Come on. Joaquin Chukwueze just gives it away. Chukwueze is able to get it at back, but kicks it out. Tom Carney finally coming in for Chuck. That was Chukwueze's last. Tom Carney's in, but it is literally almost the 80th minute. As messed up as it is, that VAR may be a blessing if Fulham's able to get one back. Just adds a little bit more time. I think you do have to play. I think you do have to replace a Wilby now, or Jimenez. Delo's able to keep it in, and man, Luke Shaw. Well, they're just it's ridiculous now. Maguire tried. Good job, Jimenez. Jimenez couldn't get it all. He couldn't get everything on it, and then just a wonderful save by the keeper. Wilson's going to take the corner. Anderson had a great, yeah, another corner for Fulham. Another corner for Fulham. It's just, it's frustrating because this has actually been a better second half. And Swinger, nothing there. Wilson needed to get more towards the right side of the pitch, and it's a break. Leno comes out, kicks it out just to make sure nothing else happens. I mean, if nothing else, Sessignon. And here, I don't think you can blame the subs. I do think it will be needed to be off the pitch. That's the only person I definitely feel. Jimenez shoots. Keeper with the rescue. But it's a penalty. Maguire, it's a penalty. Do we have a lifeline? I mean, Raul Jimenez, he doesn't get the ball. He does not get the ball. All right, they confirmed that this will be a penalty. Jimenez. Jimenez has made his last 5 penalties. This keeper has been remarkable. Can Fulham break finally? Crack the net. Some steps, lots of steps, shot, goal. It's 2-1 Fulham. Hope has finally returned. And once again, Manchester United not keeping a clean sheet. And once again, Fulham, Manchester United, 1 goal difference. These games, you expect nothing less. These games are always close. Three little shifts. He still kept the forward momentum. He didn't just stop, popped, left corner. There's still time, but there is still hope. And just like exactly who needed to come up, Calvin Bassey for Cuenca. Cuenca has done a great job tonight. So don't. You definitely want Bassey. Yes, we have a lot of delays. I'm still surprised the Wilby's on the pitch. They are definitely still in this. Oh man, and just like that, Kevin gets to it and boots it back. Leno, 89th minute. Bassey cross. Tom Carney gets it back to Sessignon. Sessignon finds Kevin. Sorry, Wilby, but still working that left side. Now let's see. They're going to have to find a way to go left to right. Anderson says, try to slide it to Kevin. Does not happen. Jessica kicks it, and it's still going to be a throw in. Ooh, I don't know about that. But United has had to do quite a bit of defending. Now we're gonna see some time wasting. Get some hydration for these last few minutes. I would expect at least 6 minutes of stoppage. Anderson back to Leno. Back to Anderson. Tom Carney was trying to find a Wobie. Goes a little bit further past him. Sessignon. That's why you have him in there. Good defense. And it's gonna be a throw in. It's gonna be 9 minutes of stoppage. And it's gonna be another throw in for Fulham. The question is, can Manchester United hold on? Can Fulham get another late equalizer? Got Sanderberg in the center. Calvin Bassey to Kevin. Says, Kevin's gonna shoot. Kevin's gonna score. Kevin's gonna score. Finally, Kevin has scored in the Prem. It is 2-2. Fulham. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 2-2. Let's go for all 3 points now. Nice spin. Nice spin. Right hand of the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a. There may not be anyone in the chat. There may not be anyone watching, but I'm sorry. It was coming. And you can hear the foam crowd now. This is now. It's pretty simple now. Go for all 3. Yes. But it may not be. No, this game isn't over. We have time. But I can't. You're glad that they fought. You're glad that they fought. You're glad they didn't roll down and die. But out to Castagna. Castagna finds Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson back to Castagna. Carney. Castagna. No one in the box to get that to. 98th minute. 98th minute. Tom Carney. Man, that it's just yeah. The hatches are batting down. Bassi not gonna let himself get beat. Oh yeah, there's definitely a hush. Castagna, good block. There's a throw in. Sessignon back to Castagna. Castagna trying to find someone in the box. Sessignon slide, and it's gonna be that's not gonna be a corner. I wish it was, but it's gonna be it's gonna be a throw in. Castagna, it's gonna throw this in. Brighton Everton have ended in a 1-1 draw. Kevin trying to shift it in. Kevin still running it into Bassi. Tom Carney is able to find it. Did Shaw touch it? The 9 minutes are up. Harry Wilson trying to keep it in. It's out. Again, no spoilers, please. Again, no spoilers, no matter what happens. Free kick by Carney. It's cleared. Kevin. Wow. Um, I haven't figured out what words I gotta say. I mean, I'm gonna be putting this up on the screen, but I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see all those people reacting on the fan comments, and the only thing I can say, they're all gonna be so happy. And Manchester United, I hate to say it, but they deserve to win this game because we got happy, we got complacent. I don't know if I want to fully blame Bassi on that one, but this one hurts. Like I really can't. I can't even sit here and act like this one didn't hurt. This one hurt. This one hurt because it's like they did so well, and they played a compared to the first half. They played significantly better in the second half, but just this one hurt. I mean, and I'm not just talking the result, but what this means, what this means afterwards. So now we are Brentford won their game because Everton and Brighton draw. We only dropped to eighth. If we're gonna make Europe, we need to at least be shooting for sixth because we know that one of these teams that is left is gonna have a shot at the cup. If we don't do it, if we don't do it ourselves, that I think that's the thing. We may have to win the cup to get into Europe, or we may have to get high enough to get into Europe. But but I hate admitting it, but this was I think we needed to. Yeah, we did not deserve to win this game. And just look at this remaining schedule. This remaining schedule is not fun. We got Everton, you got Man City, you got the cup game against Stoke, and then you got Sunderland. And all these teams are either ahead of us or a point away from us. Now, I'm not going to say that we're going to beat City, but I am openly agree with you that we need. Yeah, I'm going pitch black for that. We need at least 5 points. I think to keep European hopes alive, we need at least five. Seven would be ideal. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Everton game, yes, we need to win the Everton game. The Everton game is the only home game we have this month. City's going to be at City. Even the Cup game's going to be at Stoke, and Sunderland's going to be, of course. Oh, I believe you that the next 10. Actually, let's make a quick look at the schedule. Burnley, Liverpool, Brentford, Villa. I'm looking from March because that's going to be a telling tale. Spurs, West Ham, Forest, Burnley, Liverpool, Brentford. Okay. Villa, and then Arsenal. So that's what we're talking about our next 10 games. Don't get me wrong, I'm not losing hope or anything by this. This result does not make me lose hope or anything. It's just in this immediate moment, it hurts. It this one was this one's gonna sting for this one's gonna sting for the next 6 days. Because we had our chances. We really did have some good chances, and we just couldn't. We just couldn't make anything happen. The Sunderland match should be the Sunderland match on the 22nd is definitely going to be telling. That's actually the next Sunday kickoff. That will be at the Stadium of Shite. It actually feels good saying that. The Stadium of Shite. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to. I need to feel somewhat good right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's going to be Fulham at the Stadium of Shite against Sunderland. Stoke. I'm not even worried about the cup. I'm not even worried about the cup at all. The Brentford game, that's going to be fun. That's going to be at the Beehive. That's going to be in April. Oh, who are Sunderland and Brentford playing in March and February? Okay. Let's see. First, let's take on the people. Let's take on Sunderland. Oh man, Sunderland actually got a pretty favorable schedule. Before the Fulham game, they have Burnley, Arsenal, Liverpool, and then their Oxford United Cup game. I don't see them being Arsenal. Liverpool has been iffy as of late. Forget that 4-0 game against the game they won. But Sunderland's schedule is not necessarily bad for them. As far as the Bees, who are currently ahead of us, their fixtures are as follows. They get Newcastle. They also get Arsenal. They get Macclesfield in the Cup. Then they have Brighton. Burnley, Bournemouth, and Wolves. And then they'll finish out the month with Leeds. So I think Brentford actually has a probably a better schedule. But Brentford is already ahead of us in the table because of our loss. We're 2 points. We're 2 points down, and we have a -1 goal differential, which they have +4. So we need at least 5 to get back on them, and that's to draw level. But with this, to be fair, and I think this has to be something to credit Fulham with. Fulham and Brentford so far the only teams that are in the top half of the table that have 10 losses. That's right now is what hurting us and why we can't get higher. Like I said, Liverpool's been wishy-washy. That's where we want. We want that sixth place. They're at 39 points. Chelsea's at 40, but Chelsea, I think, as much as I want to say it, hate to say it, Chelsea's goal differential is going to make them safe. They have a +15. They're going to be fine. United now have gone unbeaten in their last 5 games with this. 3 straight wins, 2 draws before that. Fulham, on the other hand, has gone 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw in their last 5. Not what we needed to have right now. But like you said, this is going to sting. This is going to sting. We got to focus on our schedule now. Next match is Everton. And this is like, again, this is going to be Fulham's only match at the cottage this month. So we need to make the best of it. But, chin up. We fought back. Jimenez with the penalty. He's up. He's at 6 goals for the year. Kevin's able to get himself on the board, so hopefully that's gonna get him, feeling a little bit better as well. And we don't know. Maybe Oscar and Muniz will be ready for the next game. Lukic, I'm not expecting him back before. I'm not expecting Lukic back before the Sunderland game. But I do. I would definitely like to see Bob. I definitely want Bob there for City. I want Bob there for City just for the storyline. But I think I'm gonna watch Chelsea Fulham to feel better. Hey, whatever helps. I'm not going to. I think I'd feel better if it wasn't for the loss against Leeds. Like the 1-0 loss to Leeds, like really kind of got to me. But to be fair, Everton has not lost in their last 5. 4 draws, but they did beat Villa. Like that's where they are. Is that I don't know how I'm feeling about this next game. The only thing that I'm looking at and to our advantage, not that it should be, and I'm not gonna lie, I really hope he recovers well. But I watched that Jack Grealish broken foot. That was nasty. And all the best on the recover there. But I'm gonna let this one. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this one. This is what can you say? It's We tied it up and we lost. We tied it up and we lost in 2 minutes. That's really it. Congratulations to Kevin for the goal. Jimenez has been solid for this penalty spot. But look what happens when we can get into the box. Sheesh. I'm not saying I didn't like Kevin's goal. Kevin's goal was great, but sometimes you just want to see them score from inside the box. Anderson had a great chance. Kawenka, I. Hmm, we're going to talk about that offsides for a while, but I can't argue with the call because Chukwueze was offsides. I can't argue with that. I just hate to see it. Even though we didn't win, it was an entertaining game. They kept fighting, but that's all she wrote. He wrote whatever they wrote. Once again, final score Fulham 2, Manchester United 3. It just was so late. Casemiro, 19th minute. Cuenca, I don't know why. Cunha, 56. And then it was just Jimenez with the penalty. 80. It was like the 85th minute. And then Kevin gets it in stoppage time, but then Sesko wins it. A frustrating game. We could have had the draw, but the goal was disallowed. They never gave up, except on that last goal. Did I think Leno had a shot at that first goal? Maybe. But I need to get some food in my belly. No matter where you are, and hopefully your February will start off better. This is Jonas Brasco with another Up the Fulham. Take care of yourselves, and